As new parents, there's a bunch of things you need to consider, one of which is buying a new car seat. We're one of our first among family and friends to have kids. Fortunately, Sarah had been a full-time nanny for 10 years prior to having Austin, and a role which carries an enormous responsibility, one of which is driving kids around.
So I had to familiarise myself with many different car seat brands over the years, and swapping car seats in and out of my car every day was pretty normal. Luckily, I worked for a family for 5 years just before I had Austin, and they purchased additional car seats for my car, which was amazing, and also where I fell in love with the Diono seats. When it came to purchasing our first seat for Austin, it wasn't such a straightforward decision. I think when I told Daniel that we needed a Diono Rainier, he told me, what, so it's just the most popular seat, I suppose? We're not buying any seat until I have researched it.
I carry out a lot of research when it comes to purchasing things, facts, figures, statistics, and when it came to the car seat, value for money was one thing, but most importantly it was the safety of our children. And so I carried out a lot of research, watched a lot of crash test videos, but yeah, we ended up with the Diono Rainier. It just stood out as the clear choice for us. So with Sarah using these seats for several years as a nanny, and then us getting our one for Austin, we're huge advocates of the Diono Rainier seats, and we approached Diono to let them know how great we thought they were, and we were very fortunate with Indy, our second child, who's one now, that they gifted her a new Diono Rainier seat for us to use.
Yeah, so we're super grateful for that, and Indy's very lucky to have this seat. We've loved the car seats and wouldn't use any other car seat for our kids. So Daniel works as a structural engineer and also races a sprint car which has 850 horsepower and weighs 600 kilos. So it is quite a dangerous sport, so safety is a huge thing for us.
So with that in mind, this is a steel alloy frame, has aluminium sidewalls, adjustable headrests, energy absorbing EPS foam, and sort of in our sprint car we run full containment seats, wrap around the heads, around the sides and all that sort of stuff, and that's what I really liked about these seats is a deep sidewall. The other thing they have is a infant insert for the head here, and we're still using the lower one for Indy, who's one, because she hasn't yet filled out the seat. The great thing about this is it can rear face up to 22.7 kg.
So yeah, Austin's nearly 3 and he's still happily rear facing and super comfortable in the seat.
And one of the things or reasons that we're doing that is the weight spread. You watch YouTube videos on forward versus rear facing, it's common sense. You've got a little child in here, and if they're forward facing, the force is distributed over your belts. At rear facing, you're distributing that load and a frontal impact over the whole body.
So we've got Indy here now. One of the most important things with any car seat that you get is that it is installed into your car correctly and that your child is seated in it correctly. You want to make sure that the belts are right and the chest clip and the head wings, and we also really recommend going to see a car seat tech to make sure it's all installed correctly and your child's in there correctly.
Yeah, so if you do happen to have an unfortunate incident or something like that, you can ensure the best chance of survival or at least injury to your loved ones. Hey, is that right?
Yeah. So Diono have a huge range of accessories available as well. One of our favourites has been the Ultra Dry Mat. While Austin was toilet training and we would go on long car drives, it just is that extra peace of mind that if he does have an accident, it's not going to go right through the car seat and will be super easy to clean.
And of course the Diono Rainier comes with a cup holder. There's a few different positions that you can put that in. The seat can have more than one. So the kids can have their drink of water there for on the journey, or Matchbox cars or dinosaurs or whatever else they put in it. The other thing is we like to do a little bit of travelling and that sort of stuff, and so these seats can fold up, and there's a actual travel bag that you can put these in, which are great, hang around your shoulders and that sort of thing. The other great thing, especially with this car being leather seats, is we really wanted to protect the seats from getting any marks or dents or that sort of thing. And rear facing, kids of course kick the seats and all that sort of stuff, so we've got those mats in to help protect the seats, and they also have a little pocket at the front to throw some extra things in, which is really great. So the other accessory that comes with these seats is a angle adjuster. So if you're tall people, we're not that tall, so we don't sort of have a issue with room between the front seat and the back. But when you are rear facing, if you haven't quite got that room to pull your seat back and your kid's old enough to support their head and all that sort of stuff, you can use the angle adjuster under these to give you a lot more room on both front seats.
So yeah, if you're looking to buy a car seat for your child, we highly recommend the Diono Rainier. It has a 10-year lifespan and goes from rear facing to forward facing and then to booster mode, so will last your child a really long time.
And the other thing as well with these seats is in most vehicles you can fit 3 of them side by side. So Sarah's had extra ones, family and friends and that with their little one, and we've sat 3 of these, 2 rear facing, 1 forward facing, up to the zoo and to parks and all sorts of different things. So that is another great thing about these seats. So yeah, if you are looking for a car seat, definitely consider these. We absolutely love it. We wouldn't use anything else. You know, they're one of the safest seats out, and that's really, really important. And they have a lot of great features and all that sort of stuff.
So yeah, we hope you liked our video, and we hope that you love the Diono Rainier as much as we do and as much as our kids do.
Yeah.
So bye!